Days after U.S. President Donald Trump met Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is headed to Washington for a crucial meeting to decide the fate of Russia's war in Ukraine. But Zelensky will not be alone. A host of European leaders would accompany the Ukrainian president. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, French President Emmanuel Macron, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, and EU Chief von der Leyen will fly into Washington, D.C. to strengthen Zelensky's bid to negotiate peace on Ukraine's terms. The strategy is crystal clear. Zelensky and Europe want to put the best bargain on the table, knowing well that Putin and Trump may have already agreed to certain terms for peace in Ukraine, particularly on the issue of territorial swaps and security guarantees. European allies are also keen to avoid a repeat of Zelensky's last Oval Office meeting, and he got an earful from the US President at the Oval. In a sign that Europe wants to leave nothing to chance, Finland's President Alexander Stubb will also be part of the European delegation accompanying Zelensky. The Finnish president is known to get on well with Trump. The mood in European capitals is clear. With Trump and Putin on one side, Kyiv and Europe need to put on a united front. President Zelensky shared a similar message during an interaction with European Union Chief Ursula von der Leyen in Brussels.
And it's very important that you are with us and that we speak to America and we speak together. And it's important that Washington is with us. And today, in several forums, we are deciding what we are going to discuss in Washington.
European leaders want to set up a trilateral meeting between Trump, Putin and Zelensky to make sure Ukraine has a seat at the table to shape its future. They also want security guarantees for Ukraine with US involvement and the ability to crank up pressure on Moscow if needed. But the big question is, can Europe and Ukraine make a cut at a time when Trump has already held talks with Putin? Will it be another showdown between Trump and Zelensky, or will Europe convince Trump to negotiate peace on Ukraine's terms? Let's now talk to Mr. John Erath. He is a Senior Policy Director for the Center for Arms Control and Non-Proliferation in Washington, D.C. He is now joining us live. Mr. Erath, good to see you. Zelensky has managed to marshal 5 leaders from Europe, and including NATO, to accompany him to Washington, D.C. Do you think that will help him?
Good to see you too, Eric. It certainly is important that the European leaders are coming to Washington as a sign of solidarity with Ukraine. I'm not sure that anything is going to help. The two sides, Russia and Ukraine, are still far apart on the key questions leading to peace, and it's still going to be a difficult road. We don't know exactly what the result of the Alaska summit was. There was no official statement, and the accounts from the White House and from Moscow are somewhat different. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Erath, sorry to cut you short, but there is indeed a response from Trump's administration, and this is from the top U.S. envoy, Steve Witkoff, who says President Trump and Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin agreed to allow robust security guarantees for Ukraine, and Putin made some concessions on 5 key Ukrainian regions. So that was agreed upon in Alaska. What is the significance of that, or Witkoff's statement?
The significance is that it was a unilateral statement. Russia has not confirmed that it is relaxing its demands for Ukrainian territory. And if indeed it is, it's probably not in a significant way. It's to this date, Russia has not shown any flexibility, and there seems to be little reason why they would show it at this point. Mm-hmm. So I would be optimistic if that Mr. Witkoff said these things, but I'm still waiting to get confirmation from Moscow.
All right, Mr. Ereth, we'll have to end it there. Thank you very much for talking to us today.
You're welcome.